today is the day of our first dressage outing. Hopefully it's going to go well. The weather's not looking too nice, but it is inside. It's warm up outside and ride test inside, so fingers crossed it's going to go well. Feeling pretty nervous, not going to lie, so hopefully Nelson's going to look after me like the good boy that he is. He's been there, done that, got the t-shirt, so hopefully he's going to look after his mummy, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Let's not forget the test. It's just a walk trot, British Riding Club walk trot test 1, so should be easy peasy, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Here he is in the field. Can we see him? There he is in the orange rug. Aren't you, Nelson? Yeah, in the orange rug, so I can find him easily. Actually, I wanted a purple one, but it was too big, so we got the orange one, but it's quite good. I can see him when I'm driving down the road to the yard. I can be like, there's Nelson in the field, so it's pretty good. So yeah, as you can tell, nervous, very nervous. Nothing to be nervous about. It's not even a competition. It's Stressless Dressage, or Dressage for Fun it was being called, ran by the local riding club, and I think everyone's going to be so lovely and supportive and really nice. So if we get like really bad, it doesn't even matter. It's just to get out and about and do something together before we then hopefully look towards some competitions towards the end of the season once I have my car that can tow. So I've got the trailer, I passed the test, and I'm just waiting on my new car that I've ordered. So we've got a transporter coming to get us, which I'm quite pleased about as well, because it means that for Nelson, having not been in a trailer for 10 months, he's got someone really experienced driving him, which I think is great. So it means that when I come to drive him, he's used to it and he's been in a trailer a good couple of times, so he'll found his feet again. So that's the plan, so fingers crossed, and here we go. Nelson, you're not going to come in for me? No. Okay. Hello, gorgeous boy. Oh, you're not being caught today? Well, that's not. You'll be glad to know that I did catch him. Just had to approach with wind, and we caught you, didn't we? Yeah, we're going to go to a party, Nelson. Are you not excited, buddy? No, I want more grass, Mum. More grass. Well, we caught him, so that's positive. Here we are loading up Nelson into the trailer, and you'll hear me and my friend giggling because he can't walk in his travel boots. He doesn't like it, but he is getting a lot better. So walking him around to the trailer here, and you'll see in a second, he loaded like an absolute pro. He hasn't been in a trailer in over a year, and he was an absolute superstar. So what a boy he was. And then we arrived and we were warming up. Now, as you can see, this is the show jumping arena. So Nelson thought he was show jumping, so he was a bit high as a kite. So to be fair, he was actually amazing. He was such a champ, but it was really hard to get him to relax and come nice and soft and long and low that we've been working on in our lessons, because he thought we were jumping when we hadn't even done a jump at this point since rehab, since I got him. You can actually watch my previous vlog that I popped up. We did our first little jump the other day, which was really, really fun. But yeah, so it was all just, I was just trying to keep him nice and round and try and get him softer. But to be honest, I was a bit nervous as well, being my first ever outing with him and things, but he did look after me and he was a superstar. Now, watching this, I'm like, I should have had him going much more forward, but as I said, my nerves got the better of me. So here we are walking into the test, and just before this, there was a girl in before me who, unfortunately, it was her first outing with her horse, and her horse was going a bit mad and was spooking everything and was walking backwards and everything. So we ended up having to stand. We were called for the test and we were standing outside the arena for a good amount of time. And I was feeling quite nervous about it because I've seen that. So I think I rode a bit defensively because of that, because of what I'd seen before that. But saying that, he was really good. So we're about to start the test and go into the arena in a minute, and I'll do a little voiceover with the judges' remarks and our scores. So here we are entering the arena. I, to be honest, was just thinking about trying to be straight, and he was kind of verging over to the right, and then we broke into canter. So we had nice rhythm at the start and then broke into canter. So we scored a 4 for that, which was a little bit disappointing, but there you go. That's just what happens. It would have been my aids and a little bit of excitement from Sir Nelson there as well. Then what we had to do was a half circle, 15 metres diameter, returning to the track between the letters E and H. So I had 6 for this, some nice trot steps, unsteady to the contact, but improving. So to be honest, none of these things were going through my head. It was our first outing. I was just trying to go around it. And then we had to do a 20 metre circle at C. And this scored as a 6.5. So some nice trot steps. And we had to do a walk transition over X. So the transition down wasn't great, but a nicer transition up from the judge, which was good. And then we basically, this was a really nice symmetrical test, really easy to remember for me. So we did the same thing on this rein. So we do a half circle, 15 metre diameter, back to the track between B and M. And again, we scored a 6 for this, so the same as before, which was really nice. So nice rhythm, again unsteady contact. I know that's something that's all to do with my rein slipping, really, I think. I really need to get better at that. But we had a more supple bend on this rein, which was good. And then again, nice and symmetrical, so another circle, 20 metres diameter down at C. Now this one, we actually scored an 8.5, so I was really, really delighted with that. Nice steps, again, and much more fluent, so that's really, really pleased. And then we trot all the way around the arena to get to H, and then we're going to be changing the rein in working trot. And again, nice steps, fairly steady, but we need more bend, I believe is what the comment said. So 6.5 for this. Again, pretty happy with that. And we're going to then change the rein again on a long rein. So we walk at a, which our walk transition wasn't the best, but we got some nice walk steps according to the judge, which is good. And then we changed the rein in a free walk on a long rein. To be honest, I completely forgot that it was on a long rein, so I took forever to lengthen my reins, and that was just rider error. Nice steps, losing straightness, again my fault, because I had practiced the test going to M, but it was actually returning to the track at B. So I completely muddled myself up and was aiming for the wrong marker, so we weren't going in a straight line, and that's completely my fault. Here I anticipated the trot transition a little bit, so the transition wasn't great. Anticipation in the walk, but that was completely rider error as well. But nice marks after that, so it was a 5 for the transition, and then in the trot we got 6.5, nice trot, and then down the centre line it was a 5.5, so better than the first centre line, but we didn't break canter. So fairly fluent transition, and then we got a wandering walk and could move with more purpose, and our halt was crooked. But I was really, really, really chuffed with that. It was our first outing together. I was so pleased. He looked after me. He didn't spook. He wasn't a silly boy. So I was really chuffed with him.
So we are back, and you were very good, weren't you? Yeah. Although, as you'll see from the videos that I've put in, the warm-up was around the show jumping course. So we thought, someone thought they were jumping. Thought he was jumping, which obviously we weren't, so that was tricky, but he was good. He was good, but it was trying hard to get him to focus. We went into the test, went down the centre line and he broke into canter, so that was a little bit disappointing. You were a little bit excited, weren't you? Yeah, you were. I was a bit excited. Other than that, the test itself went well. I could be a hell of a lot more accurate and more straightness, more forward, more impulsion, etc, 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 etc. But for our first one and our first outing, I'm really pleased. Are you pleased, Sir Nelson? Lord Nelson? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're pleased. He just thought he was jumping, so there we go. But overall, very, very happy with this boy today. So that's good to know. So we can get out and about more often and get going.
Thank you so much for watching my vlog. If you liked it, please do like and subscribe.